guys, my name's Doug with Infotainment.com. Today we're in the 2011 to 2014 Dodge Charger. In this particular vehicle here, we have the small 4-inch display. This looks very familiar to a lot of you with the lower trim level Charger. One of our most popular upgrades that we've been carrying here at Infotainment is the large 8.4-inch display screen. We've been selling it for a long time. We've been offering it as an upgrade for people who have the automatic temperature control. Now we offer it for everybody. So if you have the small 4-inch screen and you want to go up to the nice 8.4-inch screen, touchscreen, this upgrade is for you. Now we do carry a couple different types. So the first type we carry is called the RE2 upgrade. That's going to be the 8.4-inch screen, non-navigation. If you want the embedded Garmin navigation, all factory, that is the RB5 option code. So we offer both of those on the website. Today I'll also show you guys how to deal with the climate. With this upgrade, you also get automatic temperature control, which is a cool upgrade as well. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to do is lower the steering wheel. So you just remove the leather or lever down here, push it down, pull it out and down, and then lock it back into place. What we're going to do now is we're going to take off this dash bezel. This whole bezel here is just held in with retaining clips, so it's very easy to get out. Just get into one corner and then pop it around the perimeter, and the whole thing just comes out. Now there are a couple connectors in the back side of the screen here. Just go ahead and disconnect those connectors. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to remove each vent. There's 3 vents. They're just held in with these little clips, so pry them both ways, kind of out, and then this just comes right out. And you do it for all 3. Also remove the 4 screws that are around your current 4-inch radio display, because we're going to use those 4 screws to screw in the 8.4-inch display into the new bezel. All right, now we're going to go ahead and remove the climate control. This, as well as the bezel, is just held in with retaining clips, so just get in from one of the corners and it just pops right out of place. Disconnect the cable that is in it, so we could set that aside. That gives you access to the 4 Phillips head screws that hold your existing CD player module in place. Once you pull that out, just disconnect the connectors. Alright guys, in this particular install video, we're going to be installing the RB5 option code system. That is the one with the integrated Garmin GPS navigation. Now, the Garmin GPS navigation unit uses the factory installed Sirius satellite radio antenna to also obtain the GPS signal. Okay, this particular Charger doesn't have satellite radio, so it doesn't have the satellite radio antenna. So if you guys want to add satellite radio, we do carry antennas. That is available on our website. The advertisement for this product will talk a little bit more about that. This particular customer does not care about satellite radio. Obviously, they just want the GPS to work. So we carry a GPS antenna that in this particular install case or scenario, we're just going to install this GPS antenna. Again, it will not give him satellite radio capability. That's a different antenna. But in this case, we'll go ahead and just install this simple antenna. It can really install anywhere beneath the dash top, okay, under the windshield. You don't want to put it too low. Just under the dash top, there's some air vents back there. If you use double-sided tape, you could put a little bit of that on the bottom of the antenna and find a good spot just under here, this cavity, to mount your antenna. Okay, so just for the purpose of this installation video, I'm just going to go ahead and set it back there. It does have a magnetic base too, just so you know. So if you do find a metal brace or bracket, you can always put it on that. So anyways, what we're going to do now is we're just going to route this connector to behind where the CD player module was mounted. So we have it here. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to plug all those connectors back into this factory system here. So they're all keyed, so you're not going to put them in the wrong spot. So we'll make sure they're all back in, and that way we're not going to lose any functionality. Keep in mind, this is a great time, guys. If you want to add Bluetooth hands-free calling, 100% factory, you already kind of have things torn apart here. Great time to do that. Also, this other connector here is for backup camera. We do sell plug-and-play backup camera kits on our website for the charger. So whether you want to add one or both or neither, now would be a good time to do it. So anyways, we plug the connectors in, as well as the yellow antenna that we just mounted for the GPS. So we can go ahead and slide this back into place and then reinsert our 4 screws. Here's our replacement climate control panel here. You notice it does have the auto button. It does also have a little cutout here because the RE2 and RB5 systems have this here for a SD card slot. But anyways, we're just going to go ahead and plug this in using the exact same connector from the factory. And then we just simply pop it right into place. Alright guys, we went ahead and put the vents into the new bezel panel here. We utilized the same 4 screws to put in our display screen. So now we're ready to install this in the dash. This is going to fit in the exact same location as before. So there's going to be 3 connectors for the display screen, just like the other one. Simply just plug each of those in, and then we can pop it into place. Alright, now that everything's plugged in, just put it in the same place, and then you'll hear it just snap right in. You can now put your steering wheel back to your desired position, and we can move on. Alright guys, at this point we're going to install or run a programmer into the OBD2 port, which is located near the brake pedal. This little programmer by OBD Genie is going to reconfigure the vehicle's computer to tell it now has automatic temperature control. That makes this whole upgrade possible for those folks who do not have auto on their existing system. It's very easy to do. We'll put the vehicle in the run position, go ahead and plug it in. We're going to wait for the green LED light, and then we're just going to simply unplug it and stow it away. Now that we have the green light, we can go ahead and remove it. Alright guys, now that the programmer's done, we went ahead and shut the vehicle off. We let it sleep for about 10 minutes, closed all the doors, locked it, let the vehicle sleep. Now that it's done, we can go ahead and start it up and check this out. Right away you notice the nice big 8.4-inch display. Just an incredible system here. As I mentioned, AM, FM, SAT, those of you who currently have Sirius XM, the antenna can benefit from satellite radio. The others who don't have satellite radio, you at least need a GPS antenna. Okay, and that's what we did in this case. So AM, FM, SAT. The player here, you can utilize your factory aux cable, or certainly the SD. Controls here, if you have heated seats, heated wheels, stuff like that, that would be present here. The climate we'll talk about here at the end. In the nav section, you notice we do have signal. Sometimes you got to drive around for a minute or so to get the satellites to pick up. But it has all the traditional features a nav system has. The Garmin interface here. go to an address, home, point of interest, recently found. You could save favorites, so on and so forth. View map. Look how nice and big that display is. It's just an awesome system here and such a great addition to the Charger 2011 to 2014. Down here in settings, you could certainly come in here and adjust different things, kind of like your old radio could as well. Now, those of you who do not have the auto feature from the factory, what we're going to do now is we're going to check the climate, turn it on. If your auto button is grayed out and you see a 22 or a 72 here, you're going to need to do one extra step, and that is to replace your HVAC module, which is located behind your glove box. Very easy to do, but this module fully enables automatic temperature control. Sometimes you get lucky, you don't have to replace it, but if you start up your climate and you see 22 or 72 and the auto button is grayed out, you got to do one extra step and you got to install this climate control or HVAC module. So we're going to go ahead and do that quick now. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is going to pull the glove box down. If you do have this tensioner wire here, this particular vehicle, it's broken, but there's like a little tab here. You're going to want to press that tab in and down to release it. Okay, that's the first thing. Then you're going to want to press in the sides of the glove box and kind of pull down simultaneously to pull it down like this, and then just kind of pull it away from the dash, and this part just removes easily. That'll give you access to the few screws. I believe there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all Phillips head screws. So go ahead and remove those. Now what we're going to want to do is pull down on this little shield. It's almost made out of a carpet material. Just pull down on this. There's just 3 little Christmas tree clips that hold it to this panel. Once you do that, then you have those 6 screws removed. Just pop this out. Again, just held on to retaining clips at this point. I'm going to pull off this side too. I forgot to mention that. This as well just pops right off. So you pull that, and then this whole thing comes right out. Now, you don't have to necessarily disconnect this connector if you don't want, but if I can get the camera, you notice this little module right here. This is the module we're changing out, okay? So there's just a little torque screw here, and then as well on the other side. But basically, all you do is disconnect this white connector, and you're going to remove this module if you want. It's going to install just like this, and then plug it into the new module. Okay, or you could just plug it into here and just tuck it back there and kind of be done with it. So we'll go ahead and swap them out now. Alright, now that we got the 6 screws in, we put this all back in. The right side of this little dash panel. Your glove box just goes back into place. Again, if you have this little tensioner, put the little knob in the larger hole and slide it forward, and that puts it back in its position. Alright guys, now let's start it back up and check out the climate. Alright, now you see the auto button is illuminated, and we can now set the temperature just like we could before. Okay, so that was just a little extra step. Just want to make you guys aware of that. But that's pretty much it, guys. Very easy installation. Obviously, just an awesome upgrade to your Charger. What a great time, as I mentioned before, to add a backup camera. I mean, the 8.4-inch screen, you should see it. It's a really, really cool image. Such a great safety feature as well, having that backup camera show up on the screen when you're in reverse. As I also mentioned, Uconnect hands-free Bluetooth. We do sell those kits. That is available on our website, so you can talk on your phone wirelessly, and obviously without holding it. So just another awesome safety feature there. Guys, these are all factory OEM parts in this upgrade. I wanted to make that prevalent. We do pre-program everything for a plug-and-play installation, so be sure to give us your VIN number and we'll be able to give you the kit that you need. Other cool things we do here, we do leather seats. We can do performance pages. Check out our ad for performance pages. If you want to see some of your engine data, 0 to 60 timer, stuff like that, you can control in your EVIC and on the screen. Some other really cool upgrades. Something else, Sirius Travel and Sirius Traffic Link. That's something you can also get with the RB5 system. That's an additional programmer you can buy and a subscription through Sirius that you can be able to get real-time traffic data, sports scores, fuel prices, stuff like that. So also take a look at that. But that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching, guys.